Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to start PT3, and in the PT3 totally 4 lessons are here. We are going to start from the first lesson, and it is the fourth lesson in the book. The lesson name is Operating System, and this is the theory lesson. We have done already practical of this lesson. That was the lesson 5th, and working with operating system. And here it is operating system. In this lesson it is defined that what is the use of the operating system and component of the operating system, objectives of the operating system, except that the functions of the operating system. Firstly, what is the operating system? Operating system act as the interface between the user and the hardware. Means means whenever you are communicating with the computer and you are communicating with its hardware, and it is done with the help of the application software. So the communication between the application software and the hardware is done by the operating system. I am showing you with the help of the diagram. Have a look here in this diagram. At the first hand, here it is user communicate with the application, and application communicate with the operating system. Finally, the operating system communicate with the hardware. In turn back, the hardware give back the response to the operating system give back the response to the application, and application here is application software, and finally the user gets the output from the application software. Objectives of the operating system. As I told you that the operating system manages the hardware and the software resources, and it provides the interface between the user and the hardware. Next one is component of the operating system. The operating system comprises of the two parts, that is the shell and the kernel. Shell is the outer layer of the operating system, while kernel is the inner layer of the operating system. Showing you diagram. Have a look here in this diagram. The outer layer is the shell, and when a person communicates with the computer, and it communicates with its outer layer, that is the shell. In turn, the shell communicate with the files, I/O, input output devices, and the networking. Finally, these input output files devices communicate with the kernel. Finally, the kernel communicate with the hardware. Next one concept is need of operating system. Dear students, when a person is playing the game, I am giving the example. A person have to decide what he have to do, when he have to do, and how to do. For example, in the game he have to move the character, means what he have to do and when he have to do. At a particular condition he have to move the character, means when he have to do, and how, in which situation, in which application he have to do. These all things are performed with the help of the operating system in the computer system. After that, functions of operating system. Operating system performs various tasks. For example, processor management. You know very well that CPU is the main part of the computer. It is also known as the processor. central processing unit, and the processor is managed by the operating system. The first function of the operating system is processor management, and the second function of the operating system is memory management, like the RAM, cache, to which application how much space have to give. Everything is controlled by the operating system. Device management, different devices like printer, input output devices are managed with the operating system. File management, like the copy and transfer, creation, everything is managed by the operating system. Security, unauthorized access and password, keeping the firewall activities, etc., all thing is managed by the operating system. Lastly, error detection, any kind of the error is also managed by the operating system on the operating system. So dear students, read this lesson carefully. If you face any kind of the problem, you can discuss with me. Thank you.